Hello and welcome to week 6 of the weekly vlogs on Imagination Mansion. It's been going well so far in terms of actually having a video up every week-ish. Now, last week's went up yesterday, which was a Monday, so it was late. I went out yesterday in the morning, because I edited in the afternoon, and so I ended up in Waterstones, and I ended up picking up this book, which is called Oz by Bobby Derbyshire, and I kind of just got it on a whim. Like, it was out of the bargain box, because you see it says damages on the back because it's a bit ripped and torn and stuff, but I don't really mind that. A lot of my books growing up were secondhand and stuff like that, so it's fine. And I started reading it in the shop, obviously to see if I'd like it and to see if I'd want it, and I was like, yes I would. And so I bought it, and I also bought, I also bought a non-fiction, because after reading Hollow Crown by Dan Jones, I have a review of that up on my blog if you'd like to, you know, cheeky little self-promo there. I was reading Hollow Crown, which is around the time period of War of the Roses and a bit before, and one of the names was Margaret Buford. Beaufort? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. And so when I saw this book, it instantly intrigued me, because once, I don't really say, but that period of history really intrigues me, and just kind of like the things that people had to do to, you know, in her case, try and get her son into power and all that kind of stuff, and just the backstabbing and all that kind of thing. It's very, very interesting to me, and so I was like, right, okay. And this was, again, in the bargain box, because, like, once again, as you can see, it's a bit ripped. But with this one, I straight up started reading it in the shop, bought it, came home, read a bit more of it, started editing, finished editing, uploaded my video, everything, and then just literally, I was like, right, okay, you know, like, I'll probably just, like, browse on YouTube and whatever, you know, wind down before bed and all that kind of stuff. I literally picked this up and finished it in, like, 2 hours. And then I wrote a blog about it. So I will probably be editing that, if not today, then sometime this week. And another couple of books I got a bit ago, actually, because hilariously I went in because I put a CV in because Waterstones was hiring, and because I'm really, really awkward and I don't know how to approach people, I went in to ask, like, oh, you know, have people been chosen? Because obviously it's very rare that people get back to the people who haven't been chosen. Like, they usually just email you if you are getting an interview, if you are hired, you know, that kind of thing. So, you know, I was just, like, inquiring, like, was it closed? You know, had I missed my chance? But I didn't know how to do that, and I didn't feel comfortable just approaching, you know, like, the till, or getting someone to go out of their way when, you know, they're carting around the stacks of books this high. So I bought some books. Specifically, I bought 2 books that I plan to read this month because of their theme in Halloween. And that is, well, not the theme of Halloween, but their horror. The Day of the Triffids by John Wyndham, which is hilariously one of my dad's favourite movies. I can't remember if it was one of his favourites or it really messed him up as a kid. I probably both, knowing my dad. And then I also picked up a compilation of Lovecraft, because I thought, I've never read it, people keep telling me it's up my alley, so once I found a collection that was actually in a book size that was, you know, small enough for me to actually pick up, because obviously sometimes when they do these big compilation books, they're huge and they've got fancy covers and they're like 30 quid, but I found this one for a tenner and I was like, sweet, I'll take that one. Because they also had one with a 3D cover, but I'm not good with 3D stuff, so I was like, nope, that's just gonna make my eyes bleed every time I look at it. So, plan on reading those sometime this month. And if I don't, that's also fine. You know, you can read horror books, not in October, obviously, but it would be nice. It would be nice to read them. But I have another Inktober, Sketchtober drawing to make, so I will be getting on with that today while I have the desk. So, I mean, I say while I have the desk, like, this is the desk that we have in the bedroom, and the reason why I feel a lot more comfortable speaking to you than I did last week is because I'm in the bedroom, so there's 2 walls between me and anyone who could hear me, instead of just one in a room that anyone can walk in on. So I feel a lot more comfortable talking out loud, and hopefully you can actually hear me, because I watched back my video and I did realise that, because I'd had to jack the volume up on that clip for the stationery haul right up, and it was only when I watched it back, because my boyfriend was watching it on the big screen, because he's supportive, that I realised just how quiet it was, because I hadn't realised, because obviously I listened through headphones and it's a lot different, but I was like, oh, that's still kind of quiet. So I was like, right, if I want to do any talking segments in this video, I'm just gonna have to come in to the bedroom to film them, because it's very rare that I feel comfortable, or never actually, that I feel comfortable talking out loudly in the living room, unless I'm the only one home. Because my spontaneous book haul was filmed while no one was home, Jesus. Which is why I'm, proudly, I've got all the stacks of books next to me and I'm speaking out loud, and you can see the entire sofa, and confidence is just pouring off me. I mean, it's not, but I'm not awkward. So, awkward bean. Right, I don't know how much I've shown you. I think last week I only really showed day 1. So this was day 1. This was day 1, which was potions. So I did Severus Snape, because I'm lame and I do the same thing like every year. And then for day 2, I got to use my new drawing pens that I bought last week, and I have Omen, which I thought was pretty cool. And then day 3, I did Goddess, and so I tried to do, how do you pronounce it, Hecate, or Hecate, or Hecate, I'm not sure, but yeah, so I did, so she's one of the darker goddesses, I know that much, and I think she's the goddess of witchcraft, or magic, or crossroads and stuff like that, hence the labyrinth and stuff. So that's what I went for with that one, and I actually really like it, because this was with the new pens, so these ones, and my god, can you see the quality difference in terms of like filling in colour. Like, I was so surprised, and it goes to show just how used to naff pens I am. When I was like, oh my god, it colours in everything. It's like, yeah, that's what pens are supposed to do, kind of. And then yesterday was Scarecrow, and I don't know why I went so creepy with it, but it's like a guy stuck in a scarecrow suit. I don't know why. There's possibly something wrong with me. That's fine. I'm a bit weird. I'm sorry. So today's prompt that because I basically just wrote down a bunch of prompts that other people had used, mixed them together and picked which ones I liked. So today's prompt is mermaid. So I'll see what I do with that. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but you know. Let's see what I come up with. bye.